Hi everyone. I came across this about Kiev in the Ukraine, and I didn't know it had escalated into such a dire situation where people are dying. Anyway, but I was listening to a couple of videos, and people are dying. Police getting set on fire if they are police. But listen to what the newscaster says. It's so strange. He says it's like a war zone, this press guy, and then the lady newscaster on her set says, "I hope so." Isn't that a weird thing to say? Listen.
Not to say where this all going to go, because today marks a special occasion of Ukraine. It's like Unity Day, and the opposition called on hundreds of thousands to take to the streets for a march. And provided these circumstances we're seeing over here right now, it's hard to say how this march may end up. So we are in a hotbed of tension, which looks like a war zone here in central Kiev.
Absolutely. So Alexei Yashevsky there, calling Kiev now a war zone, as you heard. I hope so.
I hope so. Isn't that strange that she says that? Well, anyway, so the whole Kiev thing was people protesting against the government because they were going to go along with the European, joining the European Union, and maybe becoming part of the New World Order. And then Russia jumped in to help them with their economic situation, gave them a bunch of money. But just wonder where this is really going. Now listen to this. This is also very strange. Another newscaster asks him, what if people in the U.S. set police on fire? What would happen? Something like that. Okay, listen to this.
I actually have a question for you. We're hearing about sanctions or possible sanctions from the United States towards Ukraine. What would happen? What would happen if, for example, several police were set on fire in the United States by the protesters? What would be the reaction by the state?
Well, we have seen exactly that in the Ukraine. There have been pictures widely circulated in the Russian and Ukrainian press, although we have...
Okay, just a second. Okay, listen again, because she says in the U.S. Why would she even bring up setting police on fire in the U.S.? What would happen when this is about the Ukraine? Don't you find that strange? Okay, listen again, just to make sure I'm not making a mistake. But then they cut off his answer. They have to go they have to go to someone else. So he doesn't get to answer this question, but this question is really strange.
Already we're hearing about sanctions or possible sanctions from the United States towards Ukraine. What would happen? What would happen if, for example, several police were set on fire in the United States by the protesters? What would be the reaction by the state?
Don't you think that is a strange question to ask? It's like power of suggestion, you know. And then this back here also, where she says she hopes
of thousands to take to the streets for a march. And provided these circumstances we're seeing over here right now, it's hard to say how this march may end up. So we are in a hotbed of tension, which looks like a war zone here in central Kiev.
Absolutely. So Alexei Yashevsky there, calling Kiev now a war zone, as you heard. I hope so. All this...
She hopes so. That's weird. Okay, anyway, so there's another city maybe on the edge of a civil war. That's what he says in this video. And by the way, this is on this website, 12160, has Resisting the New World Order. It has all kinds of videos about Kiev. I remember just watching videos recently about Kiev where it was peaceful protesting, you know, families with little kids on their shoulders and everything. But here's another one that you should see about this situation, where this person, Joe, says armed thugs, not police, killing people en masse in Kiev. Armed thugs, not police, killing people. And they have some pretty bad pictures over there. Truth movement war on the streets. The BBC lie and say that the police in Ukraine are firing plastic bullets. They're not plastic bullets, they are real bullets. Why are the Gestapo opening fire on their own neighbors? Because these police are not police at all. They are soldiers, and many don't even live in the Ukraine. They have been shipped in from Russia. This is not a battle between the people and a corrupt Ukrainian president. No, no. This is a battle between the downtrodden people and the Kremlin. Putin is a former spy and KGB agent. When Kiev falls, Ukraine shall fall. When Ukraine falls, Putin's Russia shall fall. Well, it's hard to know who is who, and even in Syria, there's like a third group now. The Syrian army, the Free Syrian Army, and then another army, and they're all, but they're all doing horrible things. So it might be like this over in the Ukraine too, in Kiev. Something is perpetuating this, but this guy is asking for prayers. Please light a candle and pray for the people. I ask everyone now. So while we're over in our comfy houses in wherever we are, some people are really suffering. I'd say that's the least that we could do, is light a candle and pray. And he says here, now you're all only half awake. Hear me now. Either get involved in fighting the New World Order or go back to sleep. Fighting the New World Order. Well, it's sort of a double-edged sword, isn't it? They want you to fight so they can clamp down. But if you don't fight, they'll clamp down anyway. So there you go. This is a good site with all kinds of reports on massive protests in Kiev. Thanks for watching. God bless. Light a candle and pray. Bye for now.